If you're not watching Black Comedy in America on Vice TV, you're absolutely tripping out on a gem of a docuseries that really breaks down the influence, the impact of Black comedy in America. They do it in such a beautiful way, and they think in such a different way than I would have ever thought a series to do. And I say that to say they had a whole episode on the best man, and it really got me to appreciate the fact that yes, it was a one of one rom com that we hadn't really seen an ensemble series, an ensemble turned into an ensemble cast turned franchise of a movie that gave us Black love, Black friendship in such an authentic portrayal. And I say all that to say, so in the episode, Malcolm D. Lee, who was the writer, producer, director of the entire trilogy, he talked to Tiffany Haddish, and she was asking him about casting, and he revealed that he originally, after listening to a comment that Will Smith made about not being able to do a film with his wife, like a romance with his wife, because there's just not enough there at the time, he expressed that he originally wanted to cast Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. Now, the thing about it is he didn't say who he wanted to cast him as, and I kind of like that, but I'm going to assume he meant Lance and Mia. But he also went on to say that he originally wanted Nicole Ari Parker, or he originally thought to cast Nicole Ari Parker for Shelby and Chris Tucker as Quentin. But I'm thinking about like the casting, and I'm like, no, perfectly made cast. Now, I love the concept, right? But like when I think of like Shelby and our introduction, Richard Wrong, Langston Snooze, Melissa DeSosa in that role, Queen of Clapbacks. And then, you know, love Chris Tucker. But when you first meet Quentin and he take the guitar and he playing the guitar and he flip it, beautiful. I just can't see anybody else doing those things. You know what? I'm gonna do a whole video on the intro of Best Man because unmatched. But I just say this to say, I love the fact that although Malcolm D. Lee had an image in his head of who he wanted to cast because maybe of who he knew or whatever, he went with who he went with. Because when I say unmatched casting, perfect casting all around, and it's just, it feels like it's our friends. It feels like we grew with them in each movie, turn, mini series. Like it just, I'm about to rewatch The Best Man. But stay tuned if you want to see my thoughts on how The Best Man has one of the best intros of characters in any movie history. Okay, have you seen Black Comedy in America? That's number one. And number two, what do you think about this casting? I think it's a little wild, but I think it's kind of interesting. I'll see you in the comment section.